He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of routing, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Luck now, 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 38 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
So now Luck and the Colts down 24-21. A minute 51 on the clock. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now.
54, right there, 54.
Now it's Luck. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Luck. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. He'll look to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Hines. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Adam Vinatieri, the oldest player in the NFL, on for the Colts field goal. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Luck with his first throw of OT. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13, it's a first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath, nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll fake it. Now Luck. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
So that'll back him up 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I got you. I got you.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Doyle. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Luck. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Mike. Check back.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And another timeout taken by the Colts. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody